Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannar. How are you today? It's Tuesday, February 13th, 2018. Before I even talk about the stock market or the bond market or anything else, I want to focus on this, gold and silver. Why am I focusing on gold and silver? Okay. It seems that every day I get more and more questions about gold and silver because a lot of you believe I don't talk about it enough. And I do it, if you follow my work, you know that I do talk about gold and silver, just not to any overwhelming degree, because I've explained to you, and if you follow my blog here, you should know this. The reason why I despise talking about the price action of gold and silver is because it's not real. I mean, it's a fact. Look it up. The London gold fix, we hear about traders being arrested, banks getting caught red-handed manipulating the price of precious metals. Nothing ever happens. So good. I've also said, let them play their game. We're going to play ours, people. And for those of you that really are just, I guess, not hearing enough from me about gold and silver, let's just outline a few things, and that'll bring us to one of the topics I want to talk about today. World central banks are going to kill their respective currencies. The US dollar right now, and I said this would happen yesterday, is falling under pressure. It's down substantially from yesterday. I said yesterday in the video that it looked like the dollar was topping out. Well, the dollar is down now significantly. Despite that, gold and silver today are only up fractionally. Okay. Now, being that we understand that world central banks will continue to pressure their currencies here, it's just, look, Jim Rickards outlined this better than anybody. We are in a currency war which continues to get worse. We also understand, and I've spoken about this so many times, there is no way, zero, that here in the United States or anywhere around the world, we are not going to see debts and deficits explode to the upside, which means the respective central banks, in collusion with their governments, are going to continue to dilute their currencies by printing it out of thin air or adding it to a digital screen into oblivion. It's just not going to stop. So that means, very simply, you need to take the opposite side of that. And that means holding a hard asset. Become your own central bank. Bet against the debt. Do not believe that these things are going to turn around tomorrow, next week, next month, or even next year. There is going to be a moment here where they do achieve a fair value, like this entire market. Look, everyone keeps talking about a crash. There is not going to be a crash. It's going to be a correction to fair value. Everything is distorted and faked and rigged and twisted and corrupted. But there's going to be a moment when there is a realization of the true value of all of these things. Don't know when it's going to happen. Don't care. I do not care. All I know is we need to become our own central bank, bet against the debt, because world central banks are going to continue to inflate into oblivion. That's it. It's so simple to understand these basic concepts. And again, for the, I don't know, thousands of you who've written to me about, Greg, you don't talk about gold and silver enough anymore. Please elaborate on these things. Well, nothing has changed in my view whatsoever with regard to these assets. Silver, bar none, the most undervalued asset in world history. Period. There's nothing else. I mean, you can look at anything you want. That's the most undervalued asset that I can think of, besides maybe human life. Truly. That's it. So, with that said, I hope I've clarified this again, but I think it's maybe because I'm getting a lot of new subscribers to my channel who haven't maybe heard this stuff before. Anyway, that's okay. I hope that this makes sense to you. Now let's just turn back on some market action today. As I am doing this, the major stock market indices are under a little bit of pressure. Okay, this should be expected after a run-up like yesterday, over 400 points. So give a little back right now. Very bullish. What else is bullish? The dollar value falling today. What else is bullish? The bond market, stable. It's not doing anything, again, as I am doing this video blog. And this market's so volatile, I guess anything can change. But that's the way everything is unfolding right now, this little snapshot in time that I am going over with you. I really do believe, as I said in the video yesterday, that regarding the stock market, it's going higher here. It's going higher. I don't care about a little pullback here today. It doesn't matter. It's bullish after what we saw yesterday. Anyway. All right. So I hope this made sense to you. I'm not going to go off the deep end here on the stock market and bond market because there's nothing going on over there, at least yet. And it might change throughout the day, and we'll sum this up at the end of the day. But with regard to gold and silver, people, start talking to each other as well here. There's so many smart people that follow my work, and you can get a lot of answers from them as well. But I hope I have put a perspective on this again with regard to how important it is to bet against this debt, become your own central bank. I can promise you that world central banks by no measure are going to stop printing and adding bills to a digital screen. They have no choice. It's just the way the system functions, and they're going to dilute their currency, kill their currency, and in a real world, right now, the price of gold and silver should be multiples higher than what we're seeing here. It's just incredible. But again, let them play their game. We're going to play ours. Period. It's that simple. I'll see you at the end of the day, and we'll sum all this up. It's going to be fun. Over and out.